Here are 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. The metallic smell of money is actually your body oils breaking down in the presence of iron or copper. You can see this by using a paper towel to pick up a penny and smelling it, no odor. Sarcasm is believed to boost creativity in all parties involved in the conversation. US and European laws say that travelers must be compensated if their flight is canceled or delayed, but only few of the eligible travelers try to claim their cash. A Starbucks in St. Augustine, which is home to the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind, has employees that use sign language over a two-way video system so that people who are deaf can place their order at the drive-thru. When cats look at you in the eye and blink slowly, they're actually trying to tell you that they're in love with you. The Reconnect Notebook is a magnetic journal that allows you to remove, reattach, and rearrange the pages whenever you want. There is a small penis rule which authors use to protect themselves against libel lawsuits by saying that a character they based off of someone else has a small penis, which stops most people from wanting to associate themselves with the character that they're suing the author about. There is an island called Hans Island, which is disputed territory between Canada and Denmark. The militaries of both countries periodically visit to remove the other guy's flag and leave a bottle of Danish schnapps or Canadian whiskey. Adele isn't allowed to send out her own tweets because when Twitter first came out, she was notorious for tweeting while drunk. Still better than Kanye. Inspired by the viral photo of Donald Trump sporting a man bun, Design Crowd held a Photoshop contest to see what past and present politicians would look like if they had one. The results are disturbing. Singles Day in China is the world's biggest online shopping day since unattached individuals celebrate by buying themselves gifts. When Paris fell to the Nazis in 1940, French soldiers cut the elevator cables to the Eiffel Tower. They did this so that if Hitler wanted to hoist a swastika flag, they would have to climb hundreds of stairs to get to the top. Brilliant. In Nashville, Tennessee, there is a 5-story fully automated vending machine that dispenses real cars. The original floats in the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade were released into the air after the parade because Macy's didn't know what to do with them. However, they included a ticket that would fall to the ground after they popped. If you found the ticket, you could redeem them for a prize at Macy's. The city of Lexington, Kentucky is letting residents pay parking tickets with canned food donations during the holiday season. Hong Kong billionaire Cecil Chow is offering $120 million to turn his lesbian daughter straight. I don't think he understands how that all works. Don't ever place a cucumber behind your cat. Why? Well, because it's stressful for the cat to find a new object in its territory and could leave it anxious for days. Panda Nanny is a real job position where you get to spend 365 days a year with panda babies for an annual salary of $32,000. The platypus has no nipples and milk simply oozes from their skin. When a coal mine catches fire, it can burn for decades or even centuries. There are thousands of these fires across the world. Believe it or not, socks are among the most needed items at homeless shelters, yet among the least often donated. A dog named Greyfriars Bobby in Scotland sat by his owner's grave for 14 years until he eventually passed away. Anonymous sent thousands of all-black faxes to the Church of Scientology to deplete all of their ink cartridges. That's expensive. A 104-year-old knitter named Grace Brett, who yarn-bombed her town, is thought to be the world's oldest street artist. There is a plant that mimics the anus of a dead animal in order to attract flies for pollination. Plant anus. All new employees and recently promoted executives at the Japanese company Dentsu have to climb Mount Fuji. This has happened every July since 1925. The horse head used in The Godfather was a real horse head, not a prop. John Marley was not informed beforehand, so his scream was authentic, not scripted. Momentary Ink prints your tattoo designs as customary temporary tattoos that last 3 to 10 days so that you can try out your ideas before you commit to one. Michael Nicholson, a man from Michigan who has 1 bachelor's degree, 2 associate's degrees, and 22 master's degrees, 3 specialist degrees, and 1 doctoral degree, makes him the most credentialed person in history. Cheetah cubs have long, tall hairs that run from their neck all the way down to the base of their tail, called mantle. It makes a cheetah cub look like a honey badger and makes them blend into the tall grass, keeping them from threats like lions and hyenas. Photographer Anton Geiger creates images of cell phones sucking at people's faces to reflect our self-alienation and constant use of mobile devices. Native American people intentionally bent trees to mark trails, and many remain today as hidden monuments. A millionaire Chinese businessman named Zhang Suya decided to bulldoze entire rundown huts in his village where he grew up and decided to build luxury flats, then gave the keys to the residents instead, for free. Happier cows really do produce more milk, and simply calling cows by individual names ups production by 3.5%. Saskatchewan farmer Lizel Kennedy thought she lost her entire flock of 500 sheep, so she drove right by them until she got close enough to realize that they'd been in front of her the whole time. The skull that Russians kept as evidence of Hitler's death is actually the skull of a woman. Caterpillars completely turn to liquid in a cocoon, but as a moth/butterfly can still remember their life as a caterpillar. The steamboat Arriba, which sank in 1856, was excavated in 1988 under almost 14 meters of dirt in a field and a farm. Interestingly, many artifacts were recovered and preserved so well that some of the food was actually still edible. Diana Kim, a photographer from Hawaii, who, after 10 years documenting the homeless, found her own father among them. Wildlife photographer Alan McFadden spent 4,200 hours and took 720,000 photos over a 6-year period before he finally got the perfect shot of a kingfisher diving into water without making a splash. The first guest to enter Disneyland was college student Dave McPherson. He didn't ride a single attraction because he had to get back to school. He was awarded a lifelong ticket to Disneyland with up to 3 guests, and the ticket has since been extended to include Disney parks around the world. There are tea bags that make it look like goldfish is swimming around in your mug. Norwegian student Kristoffer Koch spent $27 on bitcoins, forgot about them, and then years later realized that they were worth $886,000. Self-discipline better predicts success than IQ, according to research done by scientists. In order to lose 63 pounds for his role in The Machinist, Christian Bale's daily diet consisted of 1 can of tuna fish and/or 1 apple per day, black coffee, and water. The tree that owns itself is a white oak tree in Athens, Georgia that is widely assumed to be legally owned by itself and the 8 feet of land surrounding it. According to newspapers, a deed written by Colonel William Jackson was written to the tree, giving ownership of the land to itself in the 1800s. This cute little dwarf elephant was first spotted in Sri Lanka back in 2013. It's fully grown but is only 1.5 meters tall. French artist Travis Durden mashes the heads of popular Star Wars characters with the bodies of classical Greek statues. Artist Casey Zavilia uses only thread and a canvas to create finely embroidered photorealistic portraits. A man named Nigel Richards from Malaysia memorized the French dictionary to win the French Scrabble Championship, and he doesn't even speak French. So much knowledge flowing! Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to learn more, be sure to check out my sources in the description. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by clicking that like button, and click the subscribe button too so that you can catch my next video. If you want to watch my daily vlogs, there's a link to my vlog channel that you can click right there. And if you want to check out my gaming videos, there's a link to my gaming channel that you can click right there. And of course, all of these links as well as my socials are in the description. Guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this one final time. Smile today, be happy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!